All right, y'all. We got a really wild episode today. A lot of big stories happening in the crypto world, guys. Some Bitcoin news, Ethereum news, Polygon Matic news, FTX news. So you're definitely going to want to stay to the end of this episode, guys, because I got all the top crypto news stories of the day. Now, let's go ahead. Let's get straight into it, guys. Let's head over to Twitter. I think this is one of the most important stories. Blockworks posted this, guys. JP Morgan's crypto wallet is now officially a registered trademark in the USA. So that's right, guys. So JP Morgan Bank, I believe one of the top 5 largest banking institutions in the world, is telling you they're launching a crypto wallet. Now, why is that important? Remember, I told y'all when all the mainstream media, when all the big economists, when all the Peter Schiffs and Warren Buffetts were telling you crypto's going to zero and it's a Ponzi scheme and it's digital beanie babies or whatever they were saying, the big players that we cover on this channel are telling you they're launching their crypto wallet. Guys, come on. You think they're going to miss out on charging overdraft fees on some crypto? You think they're going to miss out on taking your crypto, taking your Bitcoin, Ethereum, and lending it out through the fractional reserve banking system? You guys think the central banks are going to miss out on this and let everybody else make the money? Come on, guys. Come on. So let's go to the next story, guys. So this is really important, and I want to know. Let me know in the comments what y'all think of this. So Vitalik Buterin, for y'all, those who don't know who Vitalik Buterin is, he is one of the co-founders of Ethereum, and he said this, guys. And Vitalik, trust me, he's a weird guy. He's a weird guy. So I'm actually losing a lot of respect for Vitalik. That'll be for another episode. I'll tell y'all why I don't like this guy. But he said this, guys. I'm hearing through the grapevine that something important is about to happen. Please recognize the fact that my elite social connections to people who are early to know things make me cool, and please help me validate my self-image of coolness. So obviously there was a little sarcasm, I guess, in what he was saying, but guys, essentially, if Vitalik tweets something, that'd be like if Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, tweeted that something big's going to happen. So I don't know, guys, but I think what he's referencing is this next story. Check this out, guys. Oh, not this one, sorry, but this was pretty cool. U.S. Senator Ted Cruz on Bitcoin regulation. I have real concern when it comes to Congress. Ted Cruz said, I serve in the U.S. Senate, a body where I'm not sure we have 5 senators that can tell you what the hell a Bitcoin is. 5, they might not have 4. They might not have 2. So seriously big problem, guys. Crypto and Bitcoin financial education is very, very lacking. Obviously our schools aren't teaching it. Obviously our mainstream media is fudding the hell out of it. So what the problem is if our regulators, the people that make the laws, don't even understand the technology, don't even understand. Guys, a lot of people, they think FTX is Bitcoin. So when they see this FTX stuff, they're like, oh, you see, I told you Bitcoin was a scam when it has nothing to do with Bitcoin. Come on, guys. So shout out to Ted Cruz for at least, putting Bitcoin in a positive light. But this is the news I was talking about, guys. So the GPTC manager insists the holdings of the Grayscale digital asset products are safe and secure. So guys, so Grayscale, they have a Bitcoin trust where they hold a ton of Bitcoin. It gets really complicated, guys, because the Grayscale Bitcoin trust, so it's a stock you can buy where essentially you're buying a representation, a paper version of Bitcoin, and in this Bitcoin trust, they're storing all the Bitcoin, so you can't take the Bitcoin. It's not yours. You just have it's essentially just for trading. It's a stock version of Bitcoin. But where it gets interesting is, so with all this contagion of the FTX and those dominoes falling, what people are worried about is that will Grayscale be impacted? As we can see, Grayscale's stock price, I actually bought, full disclosure, not financial advice, I bought some Grayscale Bitcoin trust for my stock portfolio today because it's trading at such a discount, guys. So we're going to cover why I did that a little bit more. But why that's important is, check this out, guys. So Barry Silbert, crypto empire endangered. Genesis allegedly fails to secure funding. So again, guys, multiple players that are tied to FTX, that are tied to Genesis, that are tied to Coinbase, that are tied to Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. So CNBC, Grayscale refuses to share proof of reserves due to security concerns as shares trade at a 45 discount to Bitcoin. So yeah, guys, so if you're interested in buying Bitcoin and you don't want to buy actual Bitcoin, and you could get a massive discount by buying the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Now, again, guys, there's a lot of rumors going around that this thing could go under. If Coinbase goes under, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust could go under. So a lot of strange things happening, guys. But hey, you make your money when there's blood in the streets. That's how I look at it. So GBTC Bitcoin discounts near 50% on FTX woes. So you guys, I told you in the last couple episodes, that's why I've covered the FTX stuff so much. Because guys, it's so much deeper than just FTX. There's so many firms that have exposure to FTX. And as those dominoes continue to fall, we're gonna again. We don't know what the aftermath's gonna be of the FTX because it's still not done. The news is coming out by the second. New stuff's coming out. I actually got some stuff at the end of this episode that's gonna blow your mind. So check this out, guys. So Coinbase custody has revealed the amount held in Grayscale Bitcoin products as of September 30th. Now, they didn't provide the cold wallet address. But so, guys, this Grayscale Bitcoin Trust has 635,000 Bitcoin on it, guys. That's like $10 million. They have an Ethereum trust as well with over 3 million ETH. So, obviously, investors are going to be worried when they're seeing what's happening at FTX. They're like, well, hold on. We want to see proof of reserves. We want to see that the Grayscale, that this Bitcoin, you actually have it, that it's actually held one for one, dollar for dollar. Now, again, because this is a stock and it's traded on a stock exchange, they would be regulated by the SEC. So we would hope that the SEC would have the retail investors back and that all of this is secure. I mean, guys, I put $2,000 in it today. Full disclosure, not financial advice, because it's trading at such a discount. So if I want to trade this asset, I can get it cheaper than if I buy actual Bitcoin. Bitcoin's trading at 16,000, I believe, because of how much it's crashed. The Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, you can get this would be the equivalent of around like $9,000 or $10,000 per Bitcoin. Now, perhaps that price is baked in because that's where they think the Bitcoin price is going. That I don't know. But again, guys, I'm buying this just to trade it. What I'm realizing as I, get more and invest in, let's go ahead, let's look at CoinMarketCap and get an idea. Bitcoin's trading at 16,000, Ethereum's trading at 1,100, so up a little bit on the day. But one I want to talk about, Polygon Matic up 7% today because some Polygon Matic news came out. We're going to cover Cardano up about 2%. Nothing too crazy today, guys, but a lot of just big news. And, check this out, this old tweet from Jim Cramer. We like Coinbase to $475, guys. This was about a year ago. He tweeted this. Coinbase is currently trading at $40. So again, guys, if you believe in Coinbase and you don't believe Coinbase is going to go under, and again, guys, this Coinbase stock is so far down from its all-time high. So again, this is where the money's made. But could we go lower? Could Coinbase go under? Because of exposure to FTX? That I don't know. That I don't think it is, guys. If I had to guess, and again, not financial advice, guys. I live in my mom's garage, but if I had to guess, will Coinbase go under because of the whole FTX thing, but whatever you want, because of the economy, because of the pandemic, I don't know. Whatever you want to say the reason is Coinbase could go under, I'd say no. And if you say, well, Kevin, why would you say no? Well, I would say no because Coinbase partnered with BlackRock, the largest asset manager in the world. And I think, again, guys, I don't know shit. I think BlackRock knows what's going on. I think BlackRock, they have $10 trillion of assets. I don't think they're going to partner with Coinbase to custodial their Bitcoin, to hold their Bitcoin if they're going under. Would that make sense? Who knows? But then again, guys, I didn't see FTX happening. I did not see FTX happen. Not in a million years did I think that could happen. Speaking of FTX, check out this NBC News article, FTX's downfall and crypto's Bitcoin betrayal. Bitcoin was a genuine technological innovation, but the crypto industry has become filled with scams, Ponzi schemes, and bad actors. So you see how the mainstream media paints Bitcoin as like, now they're saying, well, it's kind of good. It's kind of good, but it's just crypto's filled with Ponzi's. Just sell your Bitcoin. Sell your Bitcoin to BlackRock. Sell your Bitcoin to the big hedge funds. Sell your Bitcoin to JP Morgan Chase, who are starting crypto wallets in the background. Sell your Bitcoin to Fidelity, who's offering Bitcoin and crypto exchange services coming up. So again, guys, what do you think? Do you think that this is all a scam and a Ponzi scheme? Or do you think that this is a deliberate attempt by the mainstream media to attack these assets because one, they can't control them. They hate something they can't control. And two, to get the prices lower so their big bank friends can buy it. I mean, why didn't CNBC do an article about JP Morgan Chase filing trademarks for a crypto wallet? I mean, you would think that would be in the article somewhere. Wouldn't that make sense? Nah, that would make too much sense, guys. Come on. All right, and Kevin, if you ask me, Kevin, why you're so bullish, I always want to refer to y'all to the Bitcoin halving cycle. I don't want to get too much into this, guys, but just understand that Bitcoin, every 4 years, there's a Bitcoin halving cycle where the block rewards for the miners are cut essentially in half, right? And traditionally, again, guys, we're just basing this off of history. History, may not repeat itself, and we're definitely in a different geopolitical climate than we were in these previous halving cycles. But at the end of every halving cycle, what we notice is a large upswing in Bitcoin price. So while this asset is very volatile, the Bitcoin halving cycle usually tends to skyrocket the asset, and the reason why that is miners want to take profits. When the miners dump, they usually coordinate their dumps, and when they coordinate their dumps, the miners really control the price. So if anybody's telling you some kids on Reddit or some kids on Robinhood are able to manipulate the price, no, guys. They don't have the buying power to manipulate a price of an asset with the market cap of Bitcoin or Ethereum or really any of the cryptos in the top 50. Not a bunch of kids coordinating. I don't care how much they coordinate on Reddit. They cannot manipulate this price. This price is manipulated by big institutions, by the Bitcoin miners, and that's just, again, guys, it's just math. It's just math. Look it up for yourself. Now, next story, guys. I wish I had more on this for y'all, guys. Polygon Matic posted this. 22/11/22. Stay tuned. Something's coming tomorrow. Well, I've checked with a lot of my sources, guys. I can't find anything. Polygon Matic's price actually surged a little bit on this news. Maybe it's a buy the rumor, sell the news situation, or maybe if the news is big enough. If I had to guess, if you said, Kevin, what's the Polygon Matic news? If you had to guess. Well, holidays are coming up. I want to say, just this is out of left field, guys. I'm probably wrong. This is out of left field. I think Polygon Matic is coming out with a smartphone. I've heard rumblings of that in the past. Polygon Matic smartphone. We've heard the Solana smartphone, which I don't know what's going to happen with Solana with this FTX news. Again, guys, this stuff's kind of over my head. But if I had to guess, Polygon Matic's going to come out with a smartphone. And I'm all for it, guys. I've sold some of my Polygon Matic, made some profit. I plan on buying the dip and rebuying back in because what I'm noticing, guys, is, you gotta have a long-term mindset, but you got to play the game. These markets are so volatile. The sophisticated investors, they're making money. If an asset, guys, if you see a coin pump 20%, 10%, guys, sell it. Sell it. Dips back down. Reaccumulate. Rebuy back in. Keep some profits. I mean, that's going to be kind of my strategy, guys, because there's just too much volatility. These markets, there's just too many big players, and the big players love the volatility because that's when they steal your Bitcoin. All right, so next story, guys. Breaking ARK Invest buying millions of Coinbase and GPT shares per Bloomberg. Cathie Woods is buying the Bitcoin dip. So Cathie Woods is the CEO of ARK Invest, and again, guys, just as an investor, Cathie Woods has an extensive portfolio. She's very well respected on Wall Street, and I believe she already held a lot of GPTC and a lot of Coinbase. So perhaps she's getting her average cost down. Again, guys, I think Cathie Woods knows more than me or you. I think that, I don't think Coinbase is going under. So if you don't think Coinbase is going under, Coinbase at $40 right now is an absolute steal, right? So Cathie Woods seems to think it. I think it. Again, guys, Cathie Woods, ARK Invest has bought almost 200,000 shares of GTBC to Bitcoin Trust today. Wow. Some Sam Bankman-Fried news, guys. Sam Bankman-Fried and his parents and senior executives of the failed cryptocurrency exchange bought at least 19 properties in the Bahamas worth $121 million, guys, in the Bahamas over the past 2 years. So do you guys understand what's happening? That they stole customer funds. They're not in jail. No one's in jail. The mainstream media is covering for them. They're not even covering the story correctly. And now that we have reports that they're buying mansions in the Bahamas, that they're buying condos, suites, whatever in the Bahamas. Disturbing stuff, guys. And the mainstream media is not going to call this out. They're not going to, where's the SEC, the FBI, CIA, where's Joe Biden, where's the big guy? I mean, nothing, guys? Come on, guys. It's just disgusting, guys. And again, Some good news, guys. My boy Mason tweeted this. Gary Gensler calls Algo a great technology and said you could build Uber on top of it. Essentially, he was saying that Algorand is 5 years ahead of its time at the time of 2019. So definitely go watch this, guy. So Algorand's a project. I think I have some in a portfolio somewhere. I haven't talked about it too much on this channel, but Gary Gensler, who I'm not too happy with right now, but Algorand's currently the 28th largest cryptocurrency by market cap and is trading at 23 cents. Guys, it's down 17% on the week. So I've been thinking about it. I may do a video on Algorand. I may add, again, guys, I'm just kind of following this market. I'm following the news cycle, and I'm just kind of trading with the sentiment. And because a lot of these news stories, I'm actually able to get before the mainstream or before the big traders are getting it, because as a retail trader, you can actually make moves faster than the big traders can. You know what I'm saying? So if you're able to get the news, able to get, channels like this, where I try to give y'all up-to-date stuff, sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong, but there's a lot of moves you can make. And again, guys, if, Algorand, if it's in the SEC's good graces, which, again, guys, I want to defund the SEC because they let us down with FTX, but maybe Algorand's a buy. Who knows? Jim Cramer, we talked about this. Where are we at? Oh, Bitcoin halving cycle, Polygonmatic. Yeah, guys, FTX, Wall Street Journal. Wall Street Journal, shame on them, guys. They've done a terrible job at covering us. FTX crypto customers worry they'll never see their money again. My blood is boiling. Some were optimistic weeks ago, now increasingly losing hope. Guys, the money's gone. I'm telling you right now, the money's gone. The Bahamian government seized some of the assets. Now, I don't know if they're going to turn that over to the SEC, our government. I don't know what's going to happen, guys. This story is developing. I suggest getting educated on it. I suggest, if you had money in FTX, I suggest reaching out to your political, senators, state representatives, whatever you can do to beat the drum on this, guys, because the mainstream media, they don't have your back on this, guys. They don't care. They're complicit in all of this. Dylan Leclerc posted this, guys, yesterday. Bitcoin hash rate at an all-time high, which is very interesting, guys, because, you might not care or understand what the Bitcoin hash rate is, but the big boys look at the Bitcoin hash rate, because if they want to put money, I'm talking millions, if they want to put millions into these assets, they want to know that the network is secure. So that's what the hash rate is essentially, how secure the Bitcoin network is, the miners, the amount of miners that are online. So the more secure, the higher the hash rate, should be higher the Bitcoin price. So again, guys, this is kind of an indicator to me that we're getting close to a bottom. I don't think we're at the bottom yet. I could be wrong. I still see the bottom being anywhere to 10 to 12,000. So if you're somebody waiting on that bottom, understand when I say the bottom's at 10 to 12,000, guys, that bottom could be like less than a week, could be 2 days, could be a day, could go to 10,000 one day on some bad news, and then go on a massive recovery from there. I don't know. Something we're going to have to pay attention to. Reuters even posted about it, guys. Exclusive feeds. FTX parents bought Bahamas properties worth $121 million. Disgusting. Yahoo News. FTX bankruptcy filing. No amounts will be paid to Sam Bankman-Fried or his inner circle. Well, yeah, the bankruptcy proceeding. Of course, they're not going to get paid any money because they know they're criminals. And more is coming out, guys. More and more politicians are starting to get word of the story. More independent news outlets are starting to cover it. We're going to force the mainstream media's hand in this shit, guys. It's, Bloomberg denied a story about FTX troubles in July, saying it was bad for business. Of course, because if they cover this story the way it needs to be covered and expose the people it needs to be exposed, guess what? The mainstream media is going to lose sponsors. Because the sponsors are all tied up. It's a big club, and we ain't in it. I've been telling y'all this. CNBC, Bitcoin hits 2-year low as 1.4 trillion wiped off crypto markets this year after FTX collapse. So think about that, guys. 1.4 trillion wiped out the crypto market. Where's that money? Where's that money? Well, and is it? Do you think this money's coming back in? Do you think that 1.4 trillion is just gone? And it's never going to re-enter this market when it recovers? Think about that. Because JP Morgan Chase seems to think that when they filed those trademarks for that crypto wallet. Been telling y'all these things. CoinDesk crypto exchange Coinbase shares sink to an all-time low. The U.S. crypto exchange went public in April 2021, high-profile listing, but shares have lost nearly 90% of their value over the past year. So again, guys, the stock's down 90%. You get Coinbase stock for around $40. Now, again, Coinbase could go under. If you buy a stock and it goes under, you lose everything. There's a no return policy. But anyway, y'all, I'm Classic Kev. You made this far in the video. Thank you so much for watching. Drop me literally any comment. Helps with the algorithm. Like the video. Share it if you can on your socials. Anyway, y'all, I'm Classic Kev. I'm out. Peace.